After last year's 1-19 season, no one would hold this year's girls softball team in too much contempt if they weren't enthusiastic about starting up this year's schedule. But the truth of the matter is, this year's group couldn't wait for the season to begin, in part to redeem the program after last year, but mostly to implement a renewed attitude that stresses team building and leadership above all else.
We went to a team building event down in Liverpool, and there were still residues left over from last year. And by attending this team building concept, they knew they had a challenge on their hands when they first saw us, because we weren't talking, weren't communicating with the facilitators. By the end of the day, these girls was a different team.
In his 12th year as head coach, Andy McDonald said the team headed to the seminar over spring break in hopes of bringing his team together.
It really welcomed the younger players, the new players, and it made the older players realize that we need the young players to be successful. And that, I think, was a very big step forward. It really made the team think that, hey, maybe we are a team, and we need to play as a team. And that was a really big thing for us. And I'm just hoping that we can keep that going, that spirit alive.
One of those younger players may have the most important role on the field. Freshman Kennedy Lamb will be the team's #1 pitcher. McDonald has not only been impressed by the athleticism the left-handed Lamb possesses, but also her work ethic.
She throws the ball very well, and she's dedicated. She's one of the girls who loves softball. It's her #1 sport is softball, and so that's really makes a big difference.
Senior Carissa Wilson is one of 4 upperclassmen on the team. She's been impressed by the play so far from the underclassmen.
A lot of the new girls coming up, they're pretty solid already. We need to get them up to the level still, but they definitely have a lot to offer, and it's definitely going to help them for the following years because they are so young.
Fellow senior Holly Reitmeyer will take over at second base this season. She thinks the team can compete in a highly competitive league.
It is a tough league. Our team, we have a lot of good team chemistry. We communicate, we back each other up. We do what we can.
Much of that chemistry can be attributed to senior third baseman Chelsea Roach, who McDonald says has assumed a far greater leadership role this season. Roach remains optimistic despite the struggles of last year.
I feel like our team is a lot more connected this year than last year. We have a lot of strong hitters developing, and that's going to be a positive. And on top of that, we have a lot of good fast runners who can lay the bunt down and get to first.
One of those strong hitters is junior Brooke Wills, who is expected to be the team's top run producer. Like her teammates and her coach, she recognizes the importance of the mental aspect of the game, especially for this team.
We just gotta stay together and not get down on ourselves like we did last year.
Described by her coach as the most improved player this spring, senior Kelsey Simplar has already seen a more optimistic attitude from the team, an optimism she believes will pay off on the scoreboard.
Because in the beginning, like if something happened, we would get let down and we wouldn't really try as hard. And then more towards the end, we got a lot more positive and just kept trying and finished what we were trying to do. And we were a lot more positive.
The combination of a change in attitude, better pitching and defense, and a more aggressive approach at the plate leads Wilson to be far more optimistic coming into this season.
We have a pretty good team chemistry. We've got a really good pitcher this year, so that's going to help. Solid field because most of us still came back. We lost a couple girls, but everyone's playing pretty solid and we're playing good together.
For Eye on the Tigers, this is Michael Charbonneau.